This candle is green, but look closer. Sellers were actually in control. Order flow tools let you see this, but most traders never look. So now it's time to take a look at something known as order flow and order flow tools. And the best way to think about order flow, in my opinion, is that they show you, as you can see, these tools show you the history of liquidity. So where have things gotten traded over time? This can give us very important clues to understand where things have got traded over time. We can get very important clues of where things will get traded in the future, and as a result, hopefully make more money. So let's just quickly go over three order flow tools, and I want to start by looking at the volume profile. And the volume profile basically shows how much volume that got traded at each price level. And here, high volume nodes are liquidity pools, or you should not really think about them. That is actually not really correct. So I actually miswrote a little bit here. It's not good to think about them as liquidity pools. It's more accurate to think about it as, you know, the volume traded in the past. You can think about it as historical liquidity. So remember here, these tools are showing the history of liquidity. So for example, if we look at this chart right here, you can see an example of the volume profile. A volume profile we usually have on the side of the chart, like right here. And when we have sort of peaks like we have right here, this means that lots of volume was traded at that level in the past. And this is the high volume nodes. So you can think about them as historical liquidity pools. I think that is a good way to think about them, even though it's not 100% correct, but it's a solid way to relate them to liquidity. And for example, right here is another example of a high volume node. And also these areas where we have much less historical trading is known as low volume nodes. And these are areas on the chart where, not a lot of volume got traded. And the principle here is that many times the price have an easier time to move in these low volume areas compared to the high volume areas, because even though this is historical volume, the history often reveals something about the future. So volume profile is very solid. And here, let's jump back to TradingView real quick. I just want to show you guys how you can find the volume profile. So you want to go to the indicators tab right here, and then you simply search for, if you search for volume profile, you can see that we have all of these under technicals are indicators that are built by TradingView. You also have multiple indicators that are built by the TradingView community. So they are different specialized indicators. That is one thing I really like about TradingView, that we have so many traders creating indicators for each other and so on and so on. But for this example, let's use a built-in one, and I'm going to choose the fixed range volume profile. When we use the fixed range volume profile, we can actually choose a price range. So we can, for example, if we click one time right here and then drag it down to right here. So here you can see that we actually get an indication of how much volume that got traded on different price levels. So for example, you can see that many times we will have the highest volume traded areas here. This is the point of control, or POC. They will often be in areas where the price have been trading a lot, because of this, the price have been able to build up volume over time. The next order flow tool I want to take a look at is the footprint chart. And the footprint chart basically shows you the buying and selling aggression that happened inside the candlesticks. So I like to see volume footprint charts basically as having an X-ray to be able to look at what happens inside the candles themselves. So here in TradingView, to enable the volume footprint, you want to go up here to where it says candles. So here you can change the candle type, and you want to go down here to where it says volume footprint. And now when we zoom in, you can see that we can actually see what happened inside the candlestick, exactly how much volume was traded during the specific candles. And this can look super complicated. And I also want to mention that I do think that the volume footprint chart is a premium feature on TradingView. But as I said, don't worry, because I do have a special TradingView link that you can use to try TradingView Premium for free for 30 days and get a $15 bonus. So if you want to try out the volume footprint chart, make sure to use that link down below. And what I also want to say is that I do have a full course where I teach you how to use all these order flow indicators step by step. And I will make sure to link that video course up in the video card as well as the description. Okay, so last but not least, I can also talk about the VWAP, which stands for the volume weighted average price. And this is basically what it sounds like. It is the day's center of mass. You know, where was the most liquidity taken during the day? And we have different types of VWAP. One very common one is the anchored VWAP that lets you anchor it to any major event for, you know, dynamic support and resistance and so on and so on. There are multiple different ways to use the VWAP, and it's a little bit outside the scope of this video, but I felt like I wanted to at least mention it. But once again, and this is important to repeat, these tools show the history of liquidity. And in the next slide, I will actually show you the persistence of liquidity. All right, so now it's time to take a look at the liquidity heat map. This video was just a very short clip from our full liquidity trading course right here on YouTube. To access the full course, all you need to do is to click or tap on the screen right here. I hope to see you all over there very, very soon.